is ready to be dispatched. Off. And jumping quite well was Mustajir. Atana out well enough. Now wide out Tori Joyanne. Fun Fact going forward, and Wugok's pretty handy as well. Primitivo pushing through on the fence. Then Musha Red from Lejuge. Further back to East Ender. There's a gap behind Lejuge, and the last two in the early stages. Red Cardinal is well back on the fence as they find the position with Sweet Thomas. So Tori Joy leads going to the back by a length on Fun Fact, and Mushareb in third position. So the usual suspects are up there on the pace. Two further back to Atana. Wugok in fifth. He loves the wet. Two further back to Primitivo. On the inside of Mustajir in the running line. Two further back to Lejuge. After 2 lengths came East Ender, and the last two Sweet Thomas, and last year's winner Red Cardinal. He'd be the best part of 12 lengths off the front runner, which is Tori Joy by a length on the grey Fun Fact. Mushareb just dropped back a length and a half there at the 1,000 metres. Two further back to one of the equal favourites, Atana, on the inside of Wugok. Two further back to Primitivo, then Mustajir. Further back to Lejuge from East Ender. Sweet Thomas and Red Cardinal still back last and on the fence. Down the side now, and Tori Joy is the front runner by a half length now on Fun Fact. Two further back to Mushareb. Then came Atana, who's creeping a little bit closer on the inside. Wugok about to peel to the outside. Further back to Mustajir, is getting right onto Wugok's back. Primitivo looks to have spat the dummy out there as they come around the turn. Tori Joy in front. Fun Fact goes to it quickly now, and Fun Fact ranges up on the outside of Tori Joy. Coming down the outsiders, Mustajir with a big run. Went straight past Wugok. Mushareb, then came Atana and East Ender making late ground, but Mustajir's got a long way out. 2.5 lengths clear from East Ender. He goes to a clear second. Mustajir a length clear from East Ender. Mustajir, great turn of foot early in the straight, and Mustajir goes on to win it narrowly from East Ender. A gap back to Red Cardinal, who made up middle lengths to run third in front of Mushareb, Sweet Thomas. Then Fun Fact further back to Wugok from Lejuge. Atana dropped out. Tori Joy weakened. Primitivo was gone before they even turned for home.
Gee, good win. Hugh Bowman having a great run. But this horse won the Big E Ball, which is the richest handicap in Europe last year. He came to Australia with high hopes in the Cups. He ran so well in the Caulfield Cup, and then the Melbourne Cup proved one bridge too far. Impressive today, and well, Chris Lees has got something to do with. East Ender, geez, a good stayer, isn't he?
He just didn't want to give up, did he? He really got within a neck of Mustajir, but I love the way he quickened, and he's had time to adapt. He's gone to the paddock after his Caulfield Cup and Melbourne Cup run, and he's come back a top horse, and that's what I wanted to see from him today. He rounded them up. He did hit the front, and he had a look around, didn't he? And East Ender got close, but I think that there was still plenty in the locker.
First time Chris has really had a good look at him. So crossover noseband off, earmuffs off, lugging bit on, tongue tie on. So he tweaked a few things. Sydney Cup, all of a sudden you feel like an absolute live contender. East Ender this time last year was winning the Launceston Cup on top of his Hobart Cup. He's won a couple of St Ledgers in Tassie, and Red Cardinal, who won the race last year, finishes third. So I think certainly the first two from that are going to be serious contenders for the staying races.
Kieran McAvoy definitely earned his riding fee there. He was at East Ender the whole way. He never travelled once, so I'm sure he'd be gasping for air, old Kieran, but he's done a really, really good job, a top job, and another lap I think he probably wins.
Well, he's got to ride Castle Vecchio in about 40 minutes' time. Let's hope he gets that air back. The Blue Diamond's coming up. Hands